Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to Jive Tarot and your 9 card spiritual for the month of November. Yeah, we're rolling into November, so hang on to your hats. I'm going to start this off by looking for an overall energy. Then we're going to look at the past, present, future, conscious, subconscious. You know the routine. Let's see what we have from the Gemini, please. No overall, huh? So this is going to be a pretty general collective read for you, right? I have the Five of Swords in reverse. Some sort of amends making. Oh, and we're ready to do it too. Mapping out and planning. There is planning on moving forward in the wake of not receiving an appropriate apology. That is pretty interesting. The High Priestess. Something about not learning a lesson the first time, right? Or ignoring red flags here with this person. So I have an overall energy feeling that there's a possibility that they have done this to other people in your friend group or other people around you before it looks like they're doing it to you, kind of thing. All right, let's get going with that past, present, future energy. How about my Geminis in the most recent past? All right. So everything looked pretty stable between you guys before this. How about that current energy? But, some secrets are being revealed. They're kind of creeping out of the closet, right? Something that had been subdued before, but is now kind of making itself very known. The Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, in the upcoming future, it's almost, to me, it's almost like there was some sort of defeat, some sort of humbling mentally, but moving on, like moving on in spite of, like I said, not receiving an apology, or moving on in spite of not having your apology met correctly. But the person that Gemini is dealing with. All right. So it's the Lovers. It is part of Gemini. But what I'm getting more than not is an idea that y'all two, they're just not the one for you. You're not seeing eye to eye. Y'all can't agree on the same things or even agree to disagree for that matter. So doorways and lessons. Recovery at its finest. Learning how to move on in the wake of not receiving an apology. But this person had to move on because you refused to apologize, or you're having to move on in spite of the fact that they refuse to apologize. Energies can be reversed, so all right. Your conscious mind is the King of Wands. In the reverse, though. There could be some bitterness. Oh, but your subconscious mind shows me the Hangman. So that means that somewhere deep inside, you're kind of already there. You're kind of already experiencing the kind of submissiveness that it takes to just accept it as it is and just move on from it. It's almost like you had the warning signs there well before, and you knew you wouldn't tolerate this behavior. You understand? How would you handle it in the past? Nine of Swords in reverse. It's like you would have just held your tongue. You would have had a lot to say, maybe passive aggressive, pettiness, speaking behind other people's backs, or getting people on your team, like really showing everybody this person's true colors. Spirit is asking you with the sun in reverse, and the overwhelming feeling that I'm getting with the sun in reverse in this position is that, yes, we realize the world doesn't revolve around us. Live and let live, bygones be bygones, all that mess. Bottom of the deck, though, it's almost like this way is the best way to revenge. They say the best revenge, from what I'm told, is not to get revenge, but to move on and be happy, or to move on and succeed. Don't waste time bickering, fighting, getting people on your side. Just move on. Yes, it isn't all about me. Yes, the world doesn't revolve around me, but I know a place where it will. Yes. Let's see if I can go ahead and get some clarifiers. More about the person Gemini is dealing with. Oh, and the sun in reverse again, right? What just fell to the floor? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, and the hangman in reverse. Okay, so I almost feel like they are absolutely refusing to change their perspective. They're choosing not to change their mind on the situation. Hmm. That's where it's coming from then. And that's what has you in a mode where I have to move on. I have to heal from this. I have to get away from this. I can't stay stuck. I can't stay stagnant. I can't stay here with this person. I can't stay stuck thinking about it. I have to just accept it for what it is, right? How about this heartbreak? How about this Three of Swords in reverse? Oh, okay. With the Five of Cups in the upright, yes, it still hurts. It still hurts to lose this person. From what the cards are telling me, what the tarot is telling me here is that this person was very close. It could have been a cousin, could have been a best friend. But for all intents and purposes, it's like they would have never done that to me, but they do it to everybody else. You know, they talk about everybody else behind their back, but they would have never done it to me. And then when it comes to light that they have, or it comes to light that there's no other way that they can be, that is just who they are, then it's a loss. Yes, it's a hit. Yes, I still feel it, but I'm going to be able to get over it because it was so clear. It was so cut. It was so dry. Now, how about this King of Wands, though? Because the King of Wands in reverse, in your conscious mind, kind of gives me a feeling of it's an overwhelming kind of fear for you there, Gemini. Like, what are you actually feeling? What actions are you taking? Oh, see, Ace of Coins. So this is a new start. This could be a roommate for some of you, but this is a new living development. This is a new apartment. This is a new job. This is something new. Like you've already started to figure out how to move away from this person, how to move states, how to not have to carpool with this person. You know? How about that moon in reverse? Two cards. It was the Two of Cups. Oh, okay. And I have the Queen of Coins. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Two of Cups. If this person wasn't paying their portion of the bills, do you understand? If they thought that just like keeping the house was keeping their end of the bargain, and maybe you feel some other type of way. I see the Magician in reverse. That's also a thing where this could have been manifesting or manifested between things that just weren't being said. Um, Maybe you later realized that they thought they were getting over on you some way, shape, or form, but you thought that it was a healthy, together, stable living establishment, living development. But then upon closer inspection, you realize that they might have been using you or expected that that's the way that it was supposed to be or had to be, could be, that they never had to give anything to it financially. Yeah, and that's where the future is coming from, where it was a loss, there's pain, you miss this person, but you're gonna have to get over it because you are better. I can do bad by myself, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be completely sustainable in my own apartment or in my own home or at this new business that I'm starting because I really don't like the way you run things. I don't think that I'm getting my fair share in the deal. I think you're being kind of unreasonable or irresponsible with the funds. Do you understand? Something similar to that. About the sun in reverse. Gemini's advice, Six of Swords. It is a moving on situation. Yes, I thought I was the center of this person's world. I thought that we both came together like equally mutual. But then when I realized what they were saying about me or what they actually thought, maybe they spoke in their sleep. When I realized what they actually thought of me and that I was the mule here or I was the pack horse or somebody that they could not only lean on and depend on, but somebody that was supposed to be picking up behind them or always doing the laundry and then working and paying the bills. Whatever this is a new development coming where when you realize your worth and you realize that there's no real reason to be mad at this person. That's just who they are. You've loved them for this long. Y'all are BFFs. Y'all are close. But then that you wouldn't tolerate their behavior towards you like you tolerated their behavior towards everybody else. Bottom of the deck, I see the Eight of Wands. I do see some communication. Like your actions here are definitely communicating. You don't need to speak or hold your peace completely. I don't have to speak out about it either. My actions will define what is happening, what is going on, what I will tolerate, what I will not tolerate, right? And it's important. I feel a great sense of just beautiful self protective energies, boundaries, defense mechanisms, but in a very healthy way. Like, this is my worth. You're not going to tap into my worth. You're not going to use, abuse, or drain me of my worth by making me think that, I'm just your footstool or I'm your doormat. Not to say that this person does, but we're going to go ahead and look into them. I want to see their subconscious. I want to see their conscious, and I want to see how they're showing face. So stick around. You. All right, let's look into the person that Gemini is dealing with, please. About 3 cards. 2. Okay. They're very, very vulnerable around you. This was ordained. They have really found their comfort zone. They have really found their peace. They have found the one in you, for God's sake. I mean, opening and being vulnerable, dropping their defenses, letting you on a soul level really see and show you who they really are. And it's already been decided. This is already what it is. It's a complete cycle. It's just beautiful. They have no intention of going anywhere. They've got it made. They really, really just enjoy having you. This is what it's supposed to be for them. How about their conscious mind? Like, they don't have to work. Oh, I see some selfish and some self-centered. I see some non-productivity, even with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. See, to me, when I look at it, this person's a leech, really. But to them, on their level, it's like it's just what it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. And that's probably where you're picking up your King of Wands energy, like in your conscious mind. It's that you've been milling around with this energy for so long that you think that it's all right to be like overly arrogant or kind of poppy snappy about it. Let's see, how are they showing face? How's this person showing face to Gemini? How's this person showing face to my Geminis? Let's see what this tarot deck has to say. More expectant. A little bit emotionally imbalanced. They could be a little spoiled. They're showing up as just a little spoiled. Well, they kind of are. Bottom of the deck, they refuse to get a job. That's what it is. That even here in their conscious mind with the Empress in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like they refuse to pay attention to smaller details. They're not really invested in something. They're really not invested. They have no ambition. They have no ambition to grow or change. Where they're at is fine. It's perfect. It's like you might have bigger, better dreams of like owning something, or if y'all would just both work together, that y'all could really do something fantastic. And this person's just not putting in the work because what they have with you is just fine. But you might have a little bit more ambition than that, right, Gemini? All right, what I want to go ahead and do now is I want to pull 3 cards. I want to pull a summary and see how this is all working out. Okay, 3 cards for a summary, please. Can you summarize this tarot reading? Oh, snap. That looks more like a story time. That is feverish. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh. It's almost like they don't have a lot of emotion, or there's not a lot of emotion in making this right. Okay, so the Ace of Cups in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, right? And the Seven of Cups. That's 2 sevens. So luck be on my side. That's just what it's like. I'm not really emotionally invested in going over the top and making this right or making the changes. I have too many options. There's too many things laid before me. There's too many ways this could go. I also see the page of the Prince of Cups. Oh, the Devil in reverse. All right. Doggone it. All right. I do see you wanting to move forward with somebody, and it's not a sex-based connection. It's not you just feel like they've overcome certain obstacles that this other person has not, right? It almost says to me that you're willing to maybe give it a shot with somebody that shows more responsiveness, more responsibility, more ambition that you're wanting to offer. That could be the reason why it's so easy to get over this. It's because you know you're worth more. You know you're worth more. But jumping straight into this new thing, all right, after taking inventory, you are willing to offer something, but you're still at a crossroads because there's something holding you back. And that is that this energy is still you're so wrapped up in this old energy or this stuff right here that you have a possibility of bringing it to the new spot, the new person, the new relationship, the new roommate, right? With the Six of Cups in reverse, it shows me negative past emotions or happenings. I see the Five of Swords. There's the Five of Swords again. All right. Now, because there is this defeat at all costs, there is this you're going to learn today, or you're going to learn the hard way kind of feeling, that arrogance with that King of Wands that was there in your conscious mind, that this person needs to be punished, or this person needs to learn their lesson. They need to learn to respect you. But that would be if you were working or acting out in a more respectable way. Yes, you are worth more. You are worth being respected. You are worth not being just a footstool or a footmat or a workhorse for someone else, putting the bill, or, I don't know, keeping the friend group together. You understand? Let's pull one more card for this future energy. It's the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so there does seem to be a little lack of movement, and I think that that's what this defeat, this cloudiness of judgment, this unclear thought, or this unrealistic expectation of what it could or should be. And we see that with the debauchery and the Seven of Cups in your summary, right? Where because I have no real desire or need or want or drive to talk to this person, maybe I've spoken until I was blue in the face, for God's sake. Maybe I had spoken a lot on this subject and they just refused to hear me, or they refused to work for the most part. Kind of spoiled. And now this is the action that I'm taking. And I did say that was good for you, Gemini. But what I'm feeling here is there going to be a little bit of repercussions surrounding that. So make sure not to leave too big of a dent. Make sure to see the person for what they are. See things from the other side of the coin too during this time. It's going to help the transition happen just a little bit better. Because there's something that almost says to me that leaving would have been better than you offering your cup to somebody else. Now, maybe you do need to have a roommate situation. But I think that might have been the little bit of the over the edge, you leaving this person for someone else. It's the Ace of Cups in reverse. Again, that's the second time that has come out. Being able to communicate that you no longer have feelings and emotions for this person would probably help work this out, the futuristic events. Now, I'm not saying that if you were to stop this completely from unfolding, that something bad wouldn't happen still. It's just that this will be an ongoing kind of situation, a bit of a lengthy situation per se. But this is pretty much where it started, this crossroads that you're taking. So do be cautious when dealing with it. Try not to be too arrogant or too in your face or too unapologetic or too arrogant when dealing with it. Yes, you do have the right to do this, but do so with a little bit of compassion, and it should make the futuristic events just a little bit easier. All right, Gemini, that's all I have for you this tarot reading. If you would like to know or see more, you can like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And until next time, thanks for stopping by Jive Tarot.